I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. All right. Anybody else on the line? Anybody else? All right. Shalom, Israel. I'm preaching officer of 1,000 Thamayim, teaching the biblical law class. Do anybody in the conference call got a question? Get out all your questions before I start my class today. Or anybody in the classroom got any questions? All right. Okay, today's class is about voting, man. Right now, our people is in a heavy spirit when it comes to voting. It's a very influencing spirit when it comes to voting right now, man. And our people think you wrong when you don't want to vote. You know what I'm saying? For these presidents that's running right now. Well, these so-called want to be runner-up presidents. You know what I'm saying? Running for president right now. Our people think you're wrong when you don't want to vote for them. They think voting is the answer and the solution to our problem when we shouldn't be voting at all, man. It's nowhere in the Bible where God told you to vote for anybody, man. I mean, in the Bible, it tells you that the Lord will choose your leader. Know what I mean? We have no business voting. When the Lord chose Adam to be the ruler of the earth, he chose Adam. He chose Abraham. He chose King Saul. The Lord will tell the prophet who he wants to be in charge of his people. And that prophet, you know what I'm saying, select that man. We ain't never vote for our leader. And right now, our leader is Commander General Yahanna. That's our leader right now today. We have no business voting because we already have a leader. Our people just don't want to accept the truth. You know what I mean? Our people, you know what I mean, they want to pick out their own leaders. So what they do, they go to the Christian church, or they go to a fake Israelite group, or a Bible study group, wherever they go to and pick their own leader, man. But when black people, Hispanic, and Native American Indians already got a leader, man. All they got to do is follow order and come into the school. But our people ready to vote and put their faith in America. And why would you put your faith or choose a heathen to even rule your people? Especially a heathen that had your people in slavery and still got your people in slavery. Still got your people in captivity. Still shooting your people down in the street. And I mean, it's still causing you harm. We had to walk up and down the street and tell them that our lives matter. Black lives matter. Why would you vote for these people? Why? When these people are the problem. What we need to do is get under this one banner, man. Get in this school, separate from America, take our spirit out of this place, man. And what I mean by take our spirit out of this place, I mean totally take your spirit out of this place. All the code, everything they told us, everything we learned, separate from it, man. Because this place means you no good, man. Man, I mean, I know people in my family, they tell me, is you gonna vote? Is you gonna vote? And they're trying to make you feel so bad and so guilty if you don't vote. Like, but you should feel bad and you should feel guilty if you voting for a damn heathen to rule your people. Especially a goddamn oppressor, man, that's ruling over your people. You should feel bad. Ain't nobody gonna make me feel bad for voting for no damn devil, man. I mean, ain't nobody gonna make me feel bad. I don't give a damn, man. I don't give a damn. Because you the foolish one, not us. Not us, because I already know I got a leader. I already know who to follow, and I never follow a white man. I never follow a criminal, man. I never follow a criminal. But our people, they think America can save them, man. They think America can fix black people, man. But America can never fix black people. All America can do is keep on destroying black people, man. And they do it the best. Somebody get me Amos 3:7. Amos 3:7. Baba Kashaw. Hey, Warren, you get the dough.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 7.
Go ahead.
Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Let me tell you something, man. 1969. In 1969, the Lord chose who he was dealing with, man. The Lord chose his prophets. The prophets chose who's going to lead the people. And that man is Commander General Yahanna, man. The prophets know the secrets. The prophets know how to lead the people, and the prophets are still here today, man. The spirit of the prophets returned back on this earth, man, and they are here today. Somebody get me 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 37. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 37. Hey, Napash, get him. Somebody get me 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 37.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 37.
Uh-huh. Go ahead. Yep, y'all make sure y'all lock the door behind you.
To be a prophet.
Go, read it again, Warrior. Slack you for that.
All right, slack you. 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 37. If any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual,
Slack you. That's not what I'm looking for. What verse you got, Warrior?
You said chapter 14, verse 37?
Yeah, 1 Corinthians. Okay, I'm looking for.
You said chapter 14, correct?
Yeah, I'm looking for the spirit of the prophets are bound to the prophets. Okay, if that's not the verse, don't worry about it. I'm going to paraphrase it. But the spirit of the prophets are bound to the prophets. Why? Because reincarnation is real. Reincarnation is in the Bible. And we understood back in the biblical times, back in the time of the prophets, and the time of Christ, and even before Christ, that our spirits come back on this earth. We ain't had that Christian spirit where we thought that we would be burned up in hell forever under the ground. We know that our prophets, our leaders will come back on this earth. Go ahead, Warrior.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, 1 Corinthians 14 and 32, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
That's it. That's correct. Yeah, the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. That means they coming back. They coming back. Them same people like Jeremiah, Obadiah, you know what I mean, Elijah, they coming back on this earth, man. They coming back on this earth. Our leaders always come back on this earth, so we don't have no business voting for nobody else, man, because we have our leaders, man, and the Lord chooses our leaders. So like you, somebody get me Ephesians 4 and 4. Ephesians 4 and 4. Go ahead.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 4. There is one body and one spirit.
There's what?
There's one body.
No, there's many bodies. There are many bodies, man. The I.S.U.P.K ain't the only one with the truth. They the only one. You know what they say? They ain't the only one with the truth. There are many bodies, man. But what the scripture here say?
There's one body and one spirit.
There's only one body. And that one body should have one spirit. They shouldn't be teaching this doctrine over here and that doctrine over here. It shouldn't be no confusion, man. If you one body, you should be on one accord. One accord, man. Let me tell you something, man. The I.S.U.P.K is a home of the truth. Every fake Israelite, they branched off from us and started their own religion, started their own doctrine, man, and water it down and teach what they want to teach, man. But the Lord said, be one body, be one spirit. Read on.
One God. Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling.
Know what I mean? And let me tell you something, man. If you in the fake Israelite group, and whatever leader you follow, man. I mean, the Lord ain't choose that. He ain't choose that leader, man. He ain't choose that leader. You chose that leader. The Lord ain't choose that leader. The leader that the Lord chose was this one body, I.S.U.P.K, man. Know what I mean? You leave here, you went AWOL. You went AWOL, and you had no authority to teach this Bible, man. Know what I mean? Because what they do when they leave the school, they start teaching against the I.S.U.P.K. They start saying that the shield of David is a star Molech. Know what I mean? They start teaching about water baptism. They go all the way left, man. Why? Because the Lord ain't with them. The Lord ain't with them jokers, man. You know who the Lord with. It's us. You know what I mean? When we go to camp, man, we make it out of camp. We don't get punched in the mouth like GMS and stuff, man. We make it out of camp. You know what I mean? Hey, let's give a hand for the Kentucky 8, man. Them boys, hey, them boys, they made it out of camp, man. You know what I mean? They went up against the whole mob. But other camps like GMS and the rest of them, man, they get punched in the mouth and on camera. You ain't gonna see it happen to ISUPK, man. I mean, we are the professionals, man. We've been doing this. We've been doing this since 1969, man.
That's right.
All right. Go ahead, Warren.
It's so heavy that you bring out this scripture, you know what I'm saying? And when you think about all the other Israelite groups, what they doing is unbrotherly. Because they causing division in the house of Israel.
Oh, man, hey. I'm going to pull that. All right. Somebody give me Ezekiel 11, chapter 11, verse 16, man. And somebody else give me Matthew chapter 7, verse 14. Baba Kasho. Ezekiel chapter 11, verse 16. Anybody got it? Yeah, y'all get it. All right, go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 11, verse 16. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord God, although I have cast them afar off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I bring to them yet will I be to them a little sanctuary in the countries.
A little sanctuary or a big sanctuary? A
little sanctuary.
A big old congregation, man, like IUIC, man.
A little sanctuary.
You can't.
In the countries.
You can't look at numbers. A lot of people look at numbers and look at the views and look at what they doing. You can't look at that. Because the Lord say, my sanctuary is going to be small. Go ahead, Warrior.
They also look at the size of the churches and the buildings and stuff like that. And stuff don't even matter. Because the bigger the building, the bigger the life.
That's right. That's right. Because they basically telling the people what they want to hear. That's why they so big. They telling the people what they want to hear. IUIC telling them Africans what they want to hear. Over there saving General butt naked. Know what I mean? I know y'all remember that over there saving General butt naked. Go ahead, Ori.
You know what's so heavy about, what we're talking about right now in class is that, a couple of years ago, if I'm not mistaken, a brother, a member of the I.S.U.P.K had took on another rib and ended up killing the lady.
Right.
To hide the fact that he had took on another wife, you know what I'm saying? So you can tell who is who. You can tell who is with God, who's with the Most High, and who the Most High is with.
And then when IUIC started joining them Africans, you start seeing people leaving their camp. Like they so-called want to be captains and officers. They leaving their camp talking bad about them. Go ahead, Warrior.
Question. Is that guy, is that the one that was eating the raw hearts? Eating the people's hearts?
Yeah,
I heard bits and pieces. I wonder what that
he eat people, General butt naked, he eat people, and he has a child, if I'm mistaken, he has a child army. You know what I mean? He's a sick individual, man. And they over there saving General butt naked, man. And it's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame, man. But that what happens, man, when you follow out the truth and go your own way, man. All right. So who got Matthew chapter 7, verse 14?
Got one God.
And you know what make that so evil, man? Like, we got our own people over here we need to save. Now, what I mean by save, like, know what I mean? Show them the truth. Know what I mean? Get them into school. I don't mean save. Let me take the Christianity off for it. Know what I mean? But we got our own people over here that we need to bring into the school and show them the way, man. You know what I mean? But why we need to go to Africa? You know what I mean? When we got so many over here. Let the Lord sort the house of Israel over there in Africa, man. Go ahead.
Isn't it a precept where it says that don't pull up everything, we're gonna sift them out,
That's Amos 9:9.
Come.
Amos chapter 9. We can get it. You can pull it. Amos chapter 9, verse 9. Let me know you got it.
Hold on. This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 9. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
Man, when the Lord come and get his people, man, especially over there in Africa, man, and Africa should be the only place that they should be stuck on. Cause you got Israelites everywhere. We scattered all over the earth. Why are people so concerned about Africa? Go ahead.
Our people are so concerned with Africa is because the oppressor is so concerned with Africa. Salaki. Everything that the oppressor he go back to Africa being
why?
Everything
and what's the spirit behind it? The spirit behind it is he wants you to think you African. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit behind that. He wants you to think you African. But we ain't African, man. We totally different, man. And them Africans, man, they like since like 2 Kings chapter 17, know what I'm saying? They stole our identity back then, like before the white man took our identity. The African did it first. When the Northern Kingdom got kicked out of the land. Know what I mean? The king, I think it was the king of the Assyrians, he replaced us with Africans, man. But the Lord wasn't pleased with them Africans neither. The Lord, when they sending lions on them Africans, lions were eating them up and stuff. So they had to come back and get a couple of us, some of my priests. We had to come back and show them how to worship our God and like appease them, so the Lord can start sending these lions to start killing them and eating them alive. Cause the Lord sending lions on them, man. I wish I had that chapter and verse, but the Lord putting lions on the heathens, man. But the African, man, they're the first one trying to steal our identity, man. And we gotta be careful with them Africans, cause they still doing it right now. Over there in Israel, talking about I'm the Ethiopian Jew. Know what I mean? You ain't no damn Jew. Know what I mean? Talking about I'm an Igbo and Igbo's a part of this Jewish tribe. Come on, man. Go ahead on with that. Yo, if you ain't come over here on this boat, I really ain't. Hey, and if you was left behind, let the Lord say you Israel. Know what I mean? Because us coming over here on that boat is a curse. Know what I mean? That's part of the curses. That's part of your identification to me. Know what I mean? If you ain't the children of the slaves, you are a suspect to me. Straight up. Know what I mean? Go ahead.
And it's crazy to me because we do all this trying to join other nations onto us, but ain't nobody trying to join us to their nation. You see what I'm saying? We trying to join the Chinese, the European white man, the Africans and everything, but ain't nobody trying to join us with them. We're trying to include ourselves with everybody else's stuff, but instead of trying to do what the Most High said do.
Yeah, right, Warriors. All right, who got Matthew chapter 7, verse 14?
Come on.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 7, verse 14. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
It said a few what?
And few there be that find it.
Oh, man, there you go again, man. A few, man. A few. So that's how you know you in this truth, man. Because, let me tell you something, everybody ain't going to accept this truth, man. This truth is for only the warriors on this earth, man. People that love their people for real and sincerely, man. People that will die for their people and really love their own nation, man. Our people, man, they lost, man. They lost. They ready to be a Muslim or more. They ready to be everything else besides Israel, man. Everything else besides Israel. Egyptian. They try to search the whole earth for some other kind of identity besides their own. This whole time, your identity been in your face, man. Your pastor just ain't telling you. Know what I mean? This been in your face, and this is your culture. This is your heritage, man. This is your heritage, man. But our people don't want to choose it. They don't want to choose it, man. They want to be part of America. America. Know what I mean? And back then when we was in Egypt, they want to be a part of Egypt, man. Our people always want to go to whoever is ruling, man. But let me tell you something, man. The China man, he would die for his people. Even though he ain't ruling, he'll still die for his people. He'll still die for his culture, man. You know what I mean? And the white man, he'll die before he serve a black man. He ready to die before he serve a black man. He ready to go to war before he serve a black man. That's the same kind of mind frame we need to keep. I already die before I keep serving this devil, man. Know what I mean? But my people ready to keep serving these devils, man, and vote for them. Know what I mean? Vote for Donald Trump. I seen a black group of women. I don't know which state this was, talking about black women voting for Trump. I'm like, get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of here. Black women vote for Trump, man. All the racist stuff he said, man. And all the things, I mean, I don't know, I guess it was a stimulus check. I don't know, man. Hey, they give you a crumb, man. They give us a crumb, man. We think that they can fix black people, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. How can you vote for Donald Trump? Out of all people, man. It's sad, man. It's sad. Somebody give me okay, Slocky. Let's get Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Slocky, no, give me First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. I'm gonna do a little history, man. A little history. We was in Greek captivity. I mean, we're doing the same thing, man. The Bible tells you that there's no new thing under the sun, man. I mean, what was going on in the past is going on right now. Our people being sellouts now. They being sellouts now, just like they being sellouts back then, man. So who got First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11? Go ahead.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
Oh, let me catch up with you, Warrior. Like you for that.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Read verse 1. Read verse 1.
The book of First Maccabees, the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1.
Go ahead.
It happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who
Okay.
came out of the land of...
Stop right there. Do anybody know about Alexander the Greek? Not Alexander the Greek. Alexander the Great. Anybody know? Ever heard of him? Alexander the Great. He was a Greek king, man, but he was a homosexual. He was a flaming hot homosexual, man. He died of syphilis. But read on.
Who came out of the land of Chittim, and smitten Darius,
Okay.
of the Grecians.
Do anybody know where the land of Chittim is? Chittim is around the land of Rome, around that area. Read.
And smitten Darius, king of the Grecians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
Okay. The Persians and Medes, they had as a slavery too. As Alexander the Great defeated the Persians and the Medes and took over the whole earth, man. Ruled the whole earth, man. Just conquered everything in sight. Let's go to verse 11. And then he had our people in captivity. He had our people in captivity as well. Go ahead, Warrior.
This is what you did brought out right there. Cause I never realized that when in talking about Alexander in this scripture, I never realized that was Alexander the Great, so to speak, and who they were talking about.
Yeah, Alexander the Great.
What makes it so heavy?
I don't like calling him the Great. I call him the Greek.
Only reason I say based on the fact that people recognize him as that.
Right.
But what makes it so heavy is that them Pepperwood crackers had to take this book out, because if they had, if the Christian church had read this off top, they would have had to deny everything that they were taught.
Right.
The oppressors, like.
Right. And then you know what? I'm a sidebar for a minute, right? When you ask a Christian, right, about the apocrypha, right, like, or you would try to go to the apocrypha and show them a verse, they were like, oh no, I don't subscribe to that. They took that out of the Bible. I'm like, okay, who is they that took that out of the Bible? Who is they? God didn't take it out. Who took it out? Know what I mean? Go ahead.
It's so heavy that you say that. God said, woe to him that add or take away from this book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So by that Peckerwood oppressor taking away from the book, he's just adding more destruction to himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. All right, we're going to read verse 11. Go ahead.
Turn on time. So the first Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
And let me tell you something, man. These same wicked Negroes, right here, these same wicked Negroes are on the earth right now today, trying to make us make a covenant with the heathen when you go vote. Know what I mean? When you make agreements with these heathens, know what I mean, to rule over you. These same people still on this earth right now. They call Christians. These same Christians were the Pharisees, the Sadducees, the same Egyptians back in the wilderness saying we want to go back to Egypt. And they seen the Lord do miracles right in their face. They seen the pillar of fire. They seen the chariots. They actually seen the chariots. We didn't see the chariots. These Negroes seen the chariots. And still talking about let's go back to Egypt. That's the kind of people we dealing with. They are stiff-necked, man. But you know what make it bad today though? Even though they didn't see, we didn't see no miracle from the Lord, nothing like that. But we see oppression. I mean, we see the hell that's around us. We know about, you know what I'm saying, our descendants, our ancestors, our forefathers being hung for trees, man. We heard about the stories about our elders being hung, man, and how they had to run from this place to that place. We know about this, man. That make it even worse. Because let me tell you something. Any Negro that tell me they love the white man, I don't believe you. I don't believe you love the white man. You scared of the white man. That's what you are. You scared and you afraid of the white man. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Cause how can you love somebody who tortures you and oppress you, man? Now I mean you don't love them. You really afraid of them, and you don't know what to do. So you're ready to say I love them. Know what I mean? And just get along so you can survive, man. So you can survive, but that's not the mind to have, man. That's what you call a coward. Ain't no cowards in the I.S.U.P.K, man. Now, everybody here had that mind frame of fighting back. And I ain't talking about fighting back physically. I'm talking about spiritually, man. You can't get in trouble for fighting back spiritually. You can't get in trouble for not worshiping none of the white man holidays. You can't get in trouble, know what I mean, for not doing none of his homosexuality, smoking none of his drugs. You can't get in trouble for that. And that's the way out of this captivity. That's the way how we can have black supremacy, man. Go ahead, Warren.
Got that precept in what, Jeremiah 10 and 10, where it said,
Jeremiah 10 and 10. I mean, let me know you got it. Say Jeremiah 10 to 10. I got it. I got it.
Found in contact.
Go ahead, Warrior.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 10.
Go ahead.
The Lord is the true God. He is the living God, an everlasting King. At his wrath, the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation.
Okay, so how you saying this is a precept of what?
that wasn't one.
That wasn't it? Okay, you let me know when you got it. Where was that? It was First Maccabees, right? Let me know you got it, Warrior. We'll go back to it. All right, it was in First. Go ahead, Warrior.
Now, are you wanting us to go back to First Maccabees now?
Right, yeah, because he said that's the wrong verse.
Found in time.
So let's go back to.
Verse 12.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Go there.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 12. So this device pleased them well.
It said this is a device too. This is a device. So with these Christians, know what I mean, when they come out walking up and down the street with their little clipboard, and paying, telling you to vote. Know what I mean? To vote for these new people that running for president and stuff. This is a device to keep you up under these people, man. I mean, these some wicked Negroes, man. And they don't care nothing about their people. Because if you do care about your people, you would care about an oppressor ruling over your people, man. Instead, you'll be telling your people, don't vote. Go ahead, Warrior.
Salak, y'all, the one we just talked about this a couple of classes ago that you were teaching about what we were on in Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. Thou shalt.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that later on. I'm put that later on. But let me tell you something, man. The white man, right? He'll be going around asking the other nations for their vote. Like, you'll hear him asking the Chinaman for their vote. Like, cause the Chinaman ain't gonna vote for no damn white man. Know what I mean? Every man either. Why they won't vote for a president? Ask yourself that. Go ahead.
They don't vote for a president because they got their own land, their own culture, their own government. They just here making money.
Damn right. They just come in and make their change, man. Man, I remember I was in Philadelphia. I used to see them Arabs, man. They just, and them Chinese people. They just go to the bank, and when they go to the bank, man, they put like stack to send that money back to their country. I mean, depositing or withdrawing, but whatever they doing, when they depositing and withdrawing, they send that back to their country, man. Western Union and stuff, man. I mean, these people truly care about their people. I mean, they ain't voting for Donald Trump. I mean, they probably appreciate America letting them come over here and make some money off of us, but they not voting for him. They're not voting for him at all. We the only dummies that's voting for these presidents, man. And it makes it so bad, your vote don't even count. Your vote don't even count, man. Because they still going to choose who they want to choose, man. I remember in 2008 when Jeb Bush was running for president. Now, I mean, I swear he wasn't going to get it, man. But George Bush, not Jeb Bush, but George Bush, he still won. Matter of fact, he won twice. He won twice. And the second time, they say he cheated. You know what I mean? But they let you know they're going to choose who they want to choose. Know what I mean? Your vote don't count. They just seeing where your mind at, where your faith at. Go ahead, Warren.
You know your vote don't count when they got this whole setup called the Electoral College.
Right.
And they each state has a certain amount of people that they choose out of the state to cast the vote for president.
Yeah, wherever the rich white folks at.
Right.
Wherever they at, they determine the vote. Know what I mean? And guess what? They choose who gonna support them. Support them keeping money in their pocket. Know what I mean? They had the debate last night, if I'm mistaken, man. And when they were asking what's his name, Joe Biden, about white supremacy and asking about black people, he had too much to say. He had too much to say. Go ahead, Ward.
Joe Biden is one of the primary reasons that we got the mass incarceration of our brothers and sisters in the prison system.
Mm-hmm.
He signed a lot of those bills that were signed. He wrote the bill.
Right.
Those are his bills to legislate, us being mass incarcerated, us being harassed by the police at the rate that we're being harassed and oppressed by these oppressors.
And what's that other one name?
Which one?
A woman.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. That's right. She another Hillary Clinton, man. She famous. No, I mean she all up in the scene when it comes to abortions, man. Know what I mean? She all up in the scene when it comes to abortions. She was main supporters when it comes to abortion. Know what I mean? Putting abortion clinics in our neighborhoods and stuff. You got something to say, Warren? Go ahead.
What I was gonna say about her, Kamala Harris, her policies when she was a district attorney and the attorney general for California was the same as Biden's legislation. It was to mass incarcerate black people because she ain't black.
Right.
She's not a Negro. She's a East Indian.
Mm-hmm.
She's a true to the heart East Indian.
Damn.
Salaki.
Shit, man. I knew she was a heathen, man. I knew she was East Indian.
East Indian.
Oh, man. I thought she was a devil. She East Indian, huh?
Come.
She a snake eater. You know they eat snake over there, man. Snake eater. All right. Go ahead. What you had something to say?
Yeah, I want to ask you about that precept about us having fear and not worrying about what they got going on stuff with Jeremiah chapter 10, verses 5 and verse 7.
You say it's Jeremiah 10, verse 5 through 7?
Come, and verse 7.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 5. They are upright as a palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. And verse 7.
All right, warrior. If you go up to verse 1, you'll find out this talking about the Christmas tree. This is talking about the Christmas tree.
But people.
No, this talking about the Christmas tree. I'll show it to you too. Read verse 3.
For the customs, it's Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen.
You know, around Christmas time, back in the day, you know what I mean, when they have all these big machines, they used to cut the trees out of the forest, you know what I mean? Evergreen trees. Those things, we have Christmas trees, whatever. But back then, it wasn't a Christmas tree, it was Nimrod worship back then, sun worship. But read on.
Which verse?
Verse 4.
Verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold.
You know, that's how we decorate the Christmas tree with silver and gold balls. Read on.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
Right. Read on.
They are upright as a palm tree, but speak not.
That's right. Now you see, it's talking about the Christmas tree. Because what do we do with the Christmas tree? We make sure it stand up straight, just like a palm tree. And that's how you know this is talking about the Christmas tree, warrior. So you good on that?
Come, sir.
And also it tells you, but it speak not. A tree don't speak. It don't speak. Then it says, they must needs to be born. Right here, born means carry. It means carry. Not actually being born, it means carry. What happens? They had to carry that Christmas tree to a place where it needs to be.
I thought the born was like
Yeah.
the born was talking about
Nah.
that nation of people that culture belongs to.
Now this born talking about actually carrying. That's why you see the E at the end of the born. But you understand now?
Come. So what verse 7 was talking? Was verse 7 still talking about the tree or the people? The tree. It's still.
Read verse 7.
Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee doth it appertain. For as much as among all of the wise men of the nation, and in all their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee. Appertain. And when I looked up the definition, it was talking about like their ways, like believing, like.
No, this right here basically talking about the Christmas tree. They're talking about the Christmas tree. Cause back then, before it was a Christmas tree, everybody, a lot of people did sun worship back then, and they was terrified of not putting up the evergreen tree around December 25th or whatever date it was. Know what I mean? So back then, it wasn't the silver and the gold balls. When it first originated, it used to be your head that cut off and put on the tree. But then it started becoming the silver balls and the gold balls they put on the tree. Know what I mean? But it used to be people's head actually. If you ain't put a gift under that tree, they cut your head off and put it on the tree. That's what Nimrod used to do to you and the rest of other nations. But as it was passed down centuries and centuries to other people and stuff, they started putting silver and gold balls on the tree.
So I could ever recognize the sun and the moon.
I gotta get with you back on that. No, my bad. The silver and the gold balls actually represent people. It used to be people's head.
Oh, I thought it was
Nah, they used to be people's head actually. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's why people are terrified of the evergreen tree. Now, people do it because they think they're doing the birth of Christ. You know what I mean? All because of the devil, the white man told us that's the birth of Christ. Whole time that's the birth of Nimrod. All right, so let's go back to First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 12. Hey, warrior, your mama is strong. Yeah, I'm at it. All right.
The book of First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 12. Israelites pleased him well.
Um,
Verse 13.
not another cut, Warrior. Go ahead, Warrior.
Verse 13. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
What do this sound like to y'all, man? What did this sound like when it says that the heathen gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen? I'm back to king. Go ahead, Warrior.
It sounds to me that when you say he gave them license to do the ordinance, to do the things, to do what the heathen does. So even down to, if you want to look at it in the deeper sense, in the voting, I gave you license to follow the heathen.
Yeah, you a little bit on it. You a little bit on it. But okay, I'm not trying not to give it to you. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and read it again and see who gets it.
Like it, sir.
Go ahead.
Is it you know how the faith is just the pastor go to school and get a
Right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Give him a hand. Them pastors go get licensed. They go get licensed to go to theology school and stuff like that, man. They don't get chosen by the prophets. Now, I mean, they go to the white man college, and they teach them how to manipulate the people. I mean, I heard some stories, man, of the pastor. They teach the pastor how to go to talking fast and talking good off a high note. When they go, I forgot how it go. Like, you know how they be doing the organ. You know what I mean? And they go to dance off the music and stuff. The pastor, they train the pastor how to go along with the music and start getting the people excited and stuff. They actually teach that in the schools. You know what I mean? And it's sad, man. It's sad. Go ahead, Warrior.
Talking about what you just said about how they go to the school to get the license to teach the doctrine of the heathen.
Mm-hmm.
In them schools, like you said about the music, they have a whole section in a book talking about how to, incorporate the music in the service. Because in the Bible, the music ain't even in the service.
Also, they got a criteria about that speaking in tongues. If I'm mistaken, the name called glossiola or something like that. Glossiola. I might be saying it wrong, man, but I just always read about it, man. And they tell you it's gibberish. They tell you it's gibberish, man, and it's made up, man. But these Christian pastors teach this to the people, and it's sad, man. But this is the ordinance that the white man want these pastors to teach our people, and that's why they support these pastors, man. All right, read on.
Verse 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen.
All right, we're gonna drop that. But these same Negroes exist today, man. When they tell you to go, when these Christians telling you to vote, they're doing the same thing back then, trying to make you follow the heathen. What they're doing right now today, and they never care about black supremacy ever come back on this earth, man. You know what I mean? They don't give a damn about us being the Israelites. All they care is about them sitting in their seat. Them living in their little small, little so-called heaven. Their little paradise that the white man give them, man. The white man will give them a little bigger crumb than what we got. And they satisfied with that, man. They ready to sell their soul for that big crumb. Go ahead, Warrior.
These particular scriptures we just read, could you throw Martin Luther King in with this right here? You know what I'm saying? Because he made our people turn away from the Most High and take the order.
They're right to say it. It said wicked man out of Israel, making you follow the heathen. Damn right, it go toward Martin Luther King, especially Martin Luther King. All right, let's get Shalakia. Let's get 1 Maccabees chapter 12, verse 16. 1 Maccabees chapter 12, verse 16.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees chapter 12, verse 16. For this cause we chose.
Hold on, let me catch up with you, War. Shalakia. Go ahead.
This is the book of Maccabees. 1 Maccabees 12, verse 16. For this cause we chose Numenius, the son of Antiochus.
Hey man, good reading. Go ahead.
Antipater, the son of Jason, and sent them unto the Romans to renew the amity that we had with them and the former league.
Now, before you read on, right? Anybody ever heard of Judas Maccabees? We gonna learn about him on the next feast coming up, the Feast of Dedication. But Judas Maccabees, he fought against the Greeks, you know what I mean, and got the temple back, the temple they took from us, and add more stuff to the temple after we got it. You know what I mean? That's why the feast of Hanukkah, we call Hanukkah, in the Hebrew, translated to English, is called rededication. You know what I mean? You add stuff to the temple and stuff, because we rehearsing the righteous acts of what they did when they got the temple back. They added stuff back to the temple after they got it back from the Greeks. But after this, Judas Maccabees and them, they sent people out, you know what I mean, to go seek protection, you know what I mean, from the Romans. And that was a bad decision, man. That was a bad decision to ever make a pact or a covenant with these heathens, man. We already have a pact and a covenant with the Lord. You know what I mean? When you make a pact and a covenant with the heathen, the Lord gonna separate himself from you. Because the Lord took you away from the Lord took you out of the world, took you away from everybody, man. And he wants you for himself, man. But when you make a pact with them, a covenant with him, then what's gonna happen is you gonna end up serving their God, not yours. Know what I mean? So go ahead, Warren.
What you just said is so heavy, and you see it playing out today. You know what I'm saying? What our ancestors and our forefathers did in ancient times is the cause of us being here worshiping the cross and the Kabbalah stone for the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High turned His face from us by us being wicked and want to do what the other nations were doing and taking covenants with them. So
right, the Lord hates whoredom, man. He hates whoredom, and that's what we do, man. How we doing when we ain't serving the Lord? Reason why we not serving the Lord, because our people want to be whores, man. He hates whoredom. Want to sleep in bed with all nations, man. Want to be with all nations. Want to see how the Chinese man over here eating squid, and want to see how the East Indian man over here eating snake. You know what I mean? And the Lord hates that, man. What you being curious about what they doing? What they doing is death. Know what I mean? The Lord gave us something special. He gave us life, man. We don't supposed to follow them. They're supposed to follow us, and that's the problem. We want to follow the other nations instead of making these nations instead of us being an example and making these nations look at us and say we need to follow them because they the wise people. But instead we follow them like they wise. All right, read on.
Verse 17. We commanded them also to go unto you and to salute and deliver you our letters concerning the reward, renewing of our brotherhood.
About what?
Of our brotherhood.
Why did they say that to the Romans?
Salaki, because they were divided at some point.
Why did they say renew our brotherhood? Why did they call the Romans their brothers?
So
Go ahead.
Because they had made a covenant with the Romans.
Who are the Romans?
Oh, you talking about the Romans of that time? That would be, or
It don't matter.
the oppressor.
The Romans, Esau, right? The white man. Why I say renew our brotherhood? What Esau did? What Esau did with the brotherhood?
Block you.
Go ahead, warrior.
He broke the brotherly covenant.
Damn right he did. Damn right he did. Let's go to Amos 1:9. It's like not Amos 1:9. Amos So before we go to Amos, I think it's 9:1. Before we go there, let's go to Psalms 55, verse 20. And, no, you heard that, Cassiah, but I want to show y'all why they did go to the Romans. And it's the same reason why our people want to hold on to America, man. So let's get 1 Maccabees chapter 8, verse 1. First Maccabees chapter 8, verse 1. Whoever got it?
Connor. The book of First Maccabees, chapter 8, verse 1. Now Judas had heard of the Romans.
This is Judas Maccabees, not Judas Iscariot. This is Judas Maccabees. But read.
That they were mighty and valiant men, and such as would lovingly accept all that join themselves unto them, and make a league of amity with all that came unto them.
Wow. Now, they heard about what the Romans, it's just like us today hearing about how America is a superpower. I mean, a lot of our people think America can't be beat, man. Know what I mean? And America, it really can't be beat. It's going to take the Lord to come back here and beat America. Know what I mean? Same thing with the Romans back then. And our people seen how great and mighty the Romans was, and like, man, let's make a lead with them, man. But what happened in the end? Making that lead with the Romans. They ran us out of our land, man, in 70 A.D. In 70 A.D., they ran us out the land. Somebody give me you hold on the Psalm 55 verse 20, but somebody give me Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 10. I mean, the Romans ran us out of our land, had us running across the Atlas Mountains, and then into Africa. Know what I mean? And then finally got up with us and sold us over here, man. That's what happened when you make pacts with these heathens, man. They end up devouring you. The Bible called them the beasts of the field, because they preyed on lost sheep. You want to pray. When you make that deal with them, man, they're like, damn, dinner time, man. Know what I mean? Chow in the hole. Like they say in jail, chow in the hole, man. Time to eat. And they ate, man. And they still eating. They still eating, man. Because we still making covenants and pacts with them, man. Who got the verse?
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10. The preacher sought to find.
You got no Ecclesiastes, like you were in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 10. I know, hey, don't worry about it. I always get them two mixed up too, man. I should have said Apocrypha. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10.
Go ahead.
Never trust thine enemy.
Never what?
Never trust thine enemy.
The white man and the rest of these nations are your natural born enemies. And God said, never trust thy enemy, man. Never trust thy enemy. Go ahead.
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Hey, that iron might look good and shiny. Look good and shiny from the beginning. Well, guess what? In the end, he got to turn to rust. And you're going to see his true colors. The white man gonna present himself as a good person. You know what I'm saying? Smiling. He always smiling. I can't stand how the white man smile, man. He the only joker can smile at you, man, and you know that joker hates you, man. Yeah. You know that joker wanna kill you, man. The more he smiles, the more evil it is. Like, go ahead, Warren.
And the crazy part about what you just said, our people are so sleep to the fact that they hate us, that they see that smile as a token of kindness.
Right.
But not knowing behind that smile is a serpent that want to bite the shit out you, Salakia.
Damn right, man. That joker want to kill you, man. When he smile, man, like what this devil thinking, man? What you up to, devil? Go ahead, Warren.
It also safe to say that it means a lot and it destroys. Because when iron rusts, especially when it rusts a lot, it deteriorates. It turns into actually thin nothing. It holds. It destroys. Whatever.
That white man, he gonna present himself good and as a noble person, man. But in the end, he is all about war, man. He is all about conquering you and devouring you, making you his servant, man. Okay. Somebody get me, who got Psalms chapter 55, verse 20?
Hold on one time.
Go ahead, Warrior.
The book of Psalms,
So start from the top again, Rory. I can hardly hear you.
Time and time. Book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 20. He has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He has broken his covenant.
Right here, man. This is a prophecy, man. This is a prophecy too, man. When this scripture right here, who this happened to?
SHALAM, sir.
Go ahead. No. But who this mainly happened to though? Go ahead.
The tribe of Gad and the tribe of Reuben.
Damn right. Give him a hand, man. How many treaties he made with Reuben and Gad? About 1,000? No, I ain't gonna say 1,000. About 100. I would have been born with about 100. He probably did do 1,000.
So like y'all the one.
But go ahead.
We only know of the main treaties that they signed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But from my research, it's hundreds and it may be thousands of treaties when you add up all the different smaller tribes that make up the tribe of Gad and the tribe of
And guess what?
So watch.
And there was the Indians messed up at our brothers when they made a treaty with them. When you made a treaty with him, that's how he got you every time, man. Because now he like, okay, we got an agreement. He ain't gonna do nothing this time. Go ahead, Warrior.
You already touched base with our The white man, this Confederate K devil, he studied this Bible so well that he knew our practices on like contracts. You know, when far as written contracts and verbal contracts and stuff like that. He studied the Bible so well that he knew he could subject us to a contract that will docile us and humble us down even more, while us not realizing at that time, and some of us did, that you couldn't feel the gut of a devil.
But how can a visitor in your land get you a contract about your stuff, man?
So like y'all the one.
About your piece of property? Go ahead, Warren.
What you just said is so heavy. I've been trying to figure that out ever since I heard about the different treaties
Right.
that Native Americans signed with America. Like, how can this bastard come over here and tell you, I'm gonna take this land, you sign this piece of paper, we gonna do this, that, and that. Man, get the hell out of my country. Get out of my land.
No, because what this devil do? This devil, he come over, he smile, shake your hand. Then when you sleep, you slipping. He go to taking stuff and go to killing, robbing, stealing, and killing. Then when you wake up, everything gone. Now you want your stuff back. You want to replace, but you can't do nothing. Now he got a piece of paper. putting the flag down on your land. It's my land now. Now I mean, you know how they did it? It's my land now. Go ahead.
He wrote a song about it. So about this. I don't want.
That man, I'm right. Go ahead, Warrior.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how true this might be. They didn't know how cunning they are, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you said with that songs and stuff, like they probably were here, like, they probably was in the third, you know what I'm saying, the same, and Esau probably put a gun on the table, and, you know what I'm saying, this time, you know what I'm saying, the folks out there, but all at the same time, where I think, like, United got a gun on the table, like, you know how we on somebody, right?
Man, this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. Go ahead, Warrior.
You know, pertaining to what we're talking about, following with how you die and following with Makalai. When you think about, when you ask the question of how they were able to do it, I mean, the scripture tells us, even following it, says his words were smooth like butter, and that they were.
Oh man, y'all taking all my scriptures from me, man. Y'all, hey, good with Cassian. Go ahead.
What Truth of Cassian just said is so heavy because
Right.
The words they put out there is they ran game on us, and then not only did they run game on us, they made a song. They literally made a song about it. This land is your land. This land is my land.
Right.
Talking about America. They wrote a song about that, about breaking the treaties with the Native Americans. You know what I'm saying?
Man, let me tell you, this devil here, man, this devil, he got the nerve to call somebody an alien when he's the alien. You the alien, man. You got no nerve. You shouldn't call nobody an alien. Everybody's over here before you came here. Know what I mean? The Native American Indians over here. Know what I mean? Those are our brothers. This their land. You came over here as an alien. But what they did? They opened the white man. They let the white man come in with open arms, man, And that's where they messed up at. The Lord say don't never trust them, man. What we should have did, we should have went to war with them, man. And ran it back across the water, man. Because the white man is our enemy, man. He would never stop.
That's right.
He was created to be our enemy, man.
That's right.
All right. Somebody read verse 21? Read it.
Yahanna one God. Book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter,
Mm-hmm.
but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil.
And
Were they drawn swords?
let me tell you something, man. Their words be real good when they be running for president. They're gonna tell you all kind of stuff they're gonna do for black people and what they're gonna do for everybody. And then when they get in that office, they try to take away food stamps. They do take it away, goddamn it. They know what I mean? They knock it down. Know what I mean? They go to cutting down on everything, man. But when they running, oh man, they tell you anything to make you vote for them, to make you be a part of the team. But when they get in that office, man, they finna do a thing. I hear a lot of black people say they like when Bill Clinton was in office, man. Bill Clinton and his wife was one of the main ones locking black people up, man. Calling people sexual predators and stuff like that. They came out with a 10, 15, with a 10, 15, and 20 gun light call it 10, 15, and 20. They catch you with a gun. Yeah, man.
The 3 strikes that you outlawed, all
Yeah.
that came under the Clinton administration.
Right.
And it was made stronger under the one that stole the election, George Bush, and then it was made even stronger by the African Obama.
And I don't talk about that joke. That African young man, that African young man, he did a number, man. When he legalized gay marriage, man, that was crazy, man. That man, but hey, everybody wanted Obama in office. Everybody wanted that. Go ahead, Warrior.
Oh, not to cut you off, Adawan. Just looking at this as we continue to delve deeper into it, it lets you know just how crafty Esau is, because he is finessing us with insanity. We understand that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. He's finessing us with insanity by continuing to talk to us and tell us to vote. We continue to do it, expecting a different result, and we never get it, which points to the scripture where it tells us we're waiting for a nation to save us, but they could not help us. So it's so powerful in the sense that he's finessing us with insanity, and the scripture tells us we're waiting for a nation to help us that cannot help us.
Right. They don't want to help us. Know what I mean? They ain't gonna never help us, man. It will help themselves. It will help themselves. Why would they help us? Know what I mean? And by keeping us in hell, it's how they thriving on this earth. Go ahead, Warren.
What you just said is so heavy and so important. It should make our people realize that we are the people that the Bible is talking about, because everybody is eating off of us. Everybody shoot us a line about how they can do this, that, and the third part, but then at the end of the day, they go ahead and try to cut our neck or cut our head clean out. You know what I'm saying? By taking our money, taking our land, raping our women, killing us all the way together. You know what I'm saying? So when it's all said and done, the best thing for our people to do is to get out the church, come in this body, one West I.S.U.P.K, and get under Commander General Yahanna, the officers, all the generals, the officers, captains, and learn the truth of this thing. Because as long as we stay focused on what the oppressors are doing, or what the Asians are doing, or what the Africans are doing, we'll never come about this hellhole called America that's ran by these son of bitches.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Sir.
Go ahead, Warrior.
It's just mind baffling to me. I thought about this for a good while. When I came into the truth and I started, observing, watching General Yahanna, watching all the other generals and the captains and the officers and everybody. When that guy, and people can go on YouTube, they can Google this.
Hold on, man. Go back over it, Warrior. Go ahead.
When they was having this, it's like you can YouTube it. This guy that was at this conference meeting, and on live, he was talking about how this white guy, this Edomite, how he was riding in the limo with Obama, how Obama was smoking crack, he was giving Obama a blowjob, and I never heard not one black woman or soul just talk like, oh, this old Michelle Obama, that's a powerhouse couple and all that. But this man just got on live TV in this conference talking about he riding in a limo. Obama smoked crack.
Wow, man. I never heard that one.
And Obama not one time denied it. He did not one time that before the gay marriage thing came about. But he did not deny it.
But you know.
You got,
Yeah, go ahead.
You got more people that want to follow this damn Hamite than Johnny Hunt.
But see that's the spirit behind that, though. You know what I mean? Because the Hamites, they the first one brought out homosexuality back in the day. Because who Sodom and Gomorrah is?
Canaan.
Yeah, Sodom and Gomorrah is the Canaanites. You know what I mean? Africans. You know what I mean? Hamites. Egypt was gay as hell. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
When you say Egypt was gay as hell, they got a picture on the wall in Egypt in stone of they God Geb getting himself fellatio.
Yeah. That's all in the books.
You know.
Man, bump the walls, man. The Negroes that follow that culture, man. They be wearing makeup and what's that dude called, man? Shaka, man. I seen that nigga one time. Shaka Amos, right? I seen him. He had a whole head cut and one ponytail hanging out with the lip. He had a lipstick on and smacking the lips too like a little woman. I'm like,
what color was the lipstick?
man, I had to turn. I want trying to figure out all that. I had to turn, man. I said, this nigga smacking his lips and then he's swinging his ponytail back. Like, this the Hebrew killer? God damn. Because a Hebrew killer. This is the Hebrew killer, man. Get out of here, man. This man is a homo, man. Flame out. Man, guess what? If you're a grown-ass man following Egyptology, man, something wrong. You got shit in your tank, man. For real. You got all the Dixie crystals in your tank, man. Straight up, man. Something wrong with you, man. I'd rather not follow nobody if I had to follow that, man. I'm not finna wear no makeup. I'm not finna do that. First of all, I'm not finna do that at all. What you about to say, Warren?
I was gonna say, based on what you just said about following other cultures and all that,
Yeah.
you're only people that follow losers. The Egyptians lost.
All right.
The Bible speaks of the Edomites, the Caucasians, gonna take a loss. We follow everybody that will take a loss. We respect everybody that took a loss, except for respecting the man that actually won, and that's Yahawashi Mashiach. You know what I'm saying? Who they ignorantly call Jesus. You know, instead of respecting Moses, you know what I'm saying? We'd rather go and follow the people that they defeated. That's just like America following the Confederate Army and the Nazis, saying that this is Confederate South. I'm just remembering my heritage. Man, they lost. They lost the war.
Let's say the Falcons.
All right. But we're going to get back on the subject, man. Subject of the matter. Okay, what was that?
Psalm 55 and 20.
Book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 22 now, sir.
Okay, we're going to drop that. I'm going to go into another account. What our people doing the same thing they doing today. Back then they doing today, man. I mean, Pharisees and the Sadducees. All right, let's go to John chapter 11, verse 45. John chapter 11, verse 45.
One time. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
The book of John, chapter 11, verse 45. Then many of the Jews which came to Mary and had seen the things which Yahawashi did believed on him.
Go ahead.
46. But some of them went their ways to the Pharisees.
But some of them went to the Pharisees, man. Even though they seen the miracles, these Negroes still went to the Pharisees, man. Ain't that something?
What could the Pharisee have showed them after seeing the miracle?
Same thing the Christians, the pastor shown. Yeah, thank you.
So I got one.
There you go.
You got when you think about our people, you got to look at them today because it's like the Bible say what happened before is happening now. So you just got to look at what's going on right now. The church let everything go on. Homosexual, you can smoke all the dope.
And back then, the Pharisees and Sadducees, they honored great men that had money. Know what I mean? If you had money, you get away with a lot. Pharisees and Sadducees.
Sir, they just put a thought in my mind.
Just like Chris Pastor, know what I mean?
Donald Trump.
Yeah, go ahead.
They start talking about Donald Trump will grab the woman's box. I can't recall one black woman complaining about that or saying anything. But even though it was a white woman, don't get me wrong. But I recall not one sister complaining about this. I guess it's like they're looking at the money, the fame that he had. For me not to just hear one comment about it, he grabbed that woman's box and ain't been prosecuted.
Man, Harvey Weinstein, Donald Trump ain't on one. Harvey Weinstein, all them devils, they get away with a lot, man. They get away with a lot. But read on. Whoever's reading.
God.
Go ahead.
44. Verse 46. And told them what things Yahushua had done. Verse 47. Then gathered of the chief priests and the Pharisees a council, and said, what do we do? For this man doeth many miracles. Verse 48. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him. And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
God damn. The Romans should do what? Let's say the white man. We're going to say the Romans. Let's say the white man. They break it down to the day term, man. The Romans should take away our place and our nation. The Christian pastor can't tell you the truth. They can't tell you what's going on. Because the white man take away their place. You know what I mean? And they spot being the leaders of, you know what I'm saying, black people. You know what I mean? So that's why they gotta keep pushing their philosophy, man. Pushing God love everybody. Pushing God love the sin. I mean, God hate the sin but love the sinner, man. They gotta keep pushing this garbage, man. Why? Because if they don't keep you dumb and docile, man, and keep you lost, stuck in your graves, man. The white man come take their place. Same thing they did back in the day of Christ's time, man. These same wicked Negroes, man. They back on the earth. Go ahead.
And I found a lot of us try to use that excuse that if the only thing you got to be is just a believer, if you're a believer. But the Bible still says, don't make no covenant with them that's not part of your bloodline. I mean, it's more high telling you not to do it. I don't think he's gonna do something, tell you.
But see that Christianity, man. They tell our people that they be Gentiles, and we come from Ham. Know what I mean? And we African and stuff. So when the Bible talking, right? We don't think that Bible talking to us. Cause we think we Gentiles. We think we African in that Christian church. Know what I mean? The pastor tell you you're a Gentile. We come from Ham. They don't tell you that you Israel. Know what I mean? And that's the evil part about it. So when the Bible when the Bible is talking about that, they be like the Old Testament done away with. Christ changed all that. Now everybody, whoever believe, know what I mean, they can be saved. Go ahead, Warrior.
What you just said is so heavy. When I was in the Christian church, in them positions, what you talking about right now, I had went to a preacher and asked him. I said, "Why don't you just go ahead and tell the people that they the Jews of the Bible?" This rap
he kick you out?
I'm gonna tell you what he said. This rap doctor gonna tell me. He said the first thing he said was that our people were not smart enough to understand that what being the Jews were. I was like, really? Then the second thing he said was, if I tell them that, I take the chance of not being here anymore. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, because they want to hear that.
You worry about the wrong thing.
They don't want to hear that. Let me tell you something. It's mainly our sisters in that Christian church, and they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that because you know, being an Israelite, knowing that you're an Israelite, what that brings. That brings change. That means now you gotta you gotta repent. You gotta be submissive to your man. You know what I mean? And your man also gotta do things he don't want to do. Now I mean, he got. Go ahead, Warren.
And what's so heavy about what you just said about the women, the pastors and the preachers that's in the world in the Christian church, they actually know that we are the Jews. But because they want to please and satisfy the lust of them women, they're not going to tell it.
And that's no different what we're reading right now.
Come on.
These bastards, they knew that Christ was the Son of the Most High. They knew he was the Messiah. And what they did, they took crafty counsel on Christ. They said, we're going to kill him, man. That's how evil and wicked they was. We're going to kill him, man. Read on.
Verse 49. And one of them named I.S.U.P.K, being the high priest that same year, said unto them, Ye know nothing at all.
He said, you know nothing at all. He even break it down to him. He even break it down to us that they did know who Christ was. If it get even deeper right now. Read on.
Verse 50. Nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish not.
Read on. It said one man should die for the people, so that whole nation perish not. He going into prophecy. He telling the prophecy. He telling them who Christ is. You don't know that this is the Messiah. But y'all still finna try to kill this man. Y'all is finna kill this man. Know what I mean? That's the same evil Christians, man. Them Pharisees and Sadducees are the same Christians today, man. Know what I mean? When you try to be that black man ruling your house, know what I'm saying? Showing real masculinity, know what I mean? Correcting your household, that spirit got to go. That pastor don't want that in that household, man. So he got to get rid of you, man. The black man is not wanted in that church, man. And if you are in that church, you got to be effeminate, man. You got to be banging on a tambourine under the subjection of your woman, man. Know what I mean? They don't want that spirit, man. That spirit of Christ in this earth, man. So what they do? They kill. They instead of okay. Back then they killed Christ, but now they just killing the spirit of Christ right now. That's what they're doing right now. Know what I'm saying? By going towards the black man masculinity, man. Go ahead, Warrior.
What you just said is so heavy, about especially when it talks about how then the Pharisees and Sadducees wanted to kill Christ then, and how
they did kill Christ,
and how the modern day leadership is doing the same thing now.
Right.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So everything that the Pharisees and Sadducees did then, we see it today. You know what I'm saying? With the leadership, like you said, of the Christian church and the black leadership, you know what I'm saying, and politics. All that plays a part in because it happened before. We read about it right now the same way they did Christ. They doing Commander General, the Yahanna, the same way.
They do their black man the same way.
Come.
Right now, that black woman going to that church on Sunday, man. That Christian pastor telling her how to go against some man, telling her how she should rule her house. Know what I mean? Putting that masculine spirit on her and putting the feminine spirit on the brothers, man. Man, let me tell you, when I used to go to church, man, I'm like, why all these guys in here? It's like half of the guys in here wearing pink. What's up with that, man? Like, I don't know if y'all went to church, but I used to go to church, see about half of them wearing pink, no hair on their face, like 25% on bald head. They so effeminate, man. So effeminate, man. And that spirit is bad that to be on a black man. Know what I mean? I can't see myself wearing no pink, man. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. The pot's crazy. I don't know if they ever wore pink, but I can't put no pink. They had an ad shirt back in the day say real men wear pink. I'm like, shit. But it's like with my language. I ain't wear no pink, man. I ain't doing that, man. So lock you. Huh? Shoot, man. Go ahead.
I told Yahanna about it before, but you know, you and Officer Lagun, you know, y'all came at my house recently.
Mm-hmm.
You met my father.
Right.
And you caught a glimpse of my mom. Now, it just show you how these Christian pastors ain't ain't nothing. I almost said something else, but you know, my mom and pop, they been married, 47, going on 48 years. And we was in the, I was sitting in the living room, my dad was sitting in the dining room, my mom was in the kitchen. And, you know, UPK was part of the subject, you know, they were getting on me and stuff. And we were talking about the household and stuff like that.
All right.
You know, strong household and stuff. And she was on my dad, because my dad, he had issues of his own, but he was a good man. And I would start getting on her about how, they were talking about the way I talk and stuff like that, how hard things I say is kind of hard. I'm like, Mom, you say hard stuff. And I was explaining to her that, you know, the way she talked to my father and stuff, like, the Christian church ain't shit.
It's like,
I mean,
yeah.
it's like, the Christian church ain't nothing, and the man that you sitting there under following, he ain't nothing either, because he ain't teaching y'all no better. Because he would teach you better at the church. You want to talk to your husband the way you talk to him. You know, and with my father having the issue, you know, the problem and stuff that he have, you know, she just, like that demon in her just said, you know, I'm like, you know, my father, you know, this man, you know, dad, the head of your life, this your husband. And she blurted out, pastor the head of my life.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
What the? And my dad, he sat there at the table. He was eating his food. He slowed down.
And that's no difference, man, between a Christian and a Catholic, man, because them Catholics, they follow the Pope. Whatever the Pope say, you know what I mean? They go in that little room and pray to the Pope, and tell, I mean, they call him Father and all that, you know what I mean? There's no difference. They look at the pastor that same way, you know what I mean? Whatever the pastor say, it goes. But the pastor ain't saying nothing like this Bible. Know what I mean? And he teaches our women how to be monsters, know what I mean, to the man. You know, and our sisters, they love it. They love it, man. They eating it up, man. And they attack the black man masculinity all day long. That's the whole mission of the war, man, to go after the black man masculinity. But the black man masculinity is in here. In this Bible, man. It tells us how to be soldiers, how to be strong. It even tell you that the Lord is a man of war. Know what I mean? But what did Chris Patrick say? He all love, trying to make him look all gay, man. Know what I mean? They ain't trying to feminize God, man. But when you say God is all love, man, you making God look so sweet. Look so soft, man. And the Lord ain't soft, man. The Lord, this God in the Bible, this is the same God that killed all the damn Egyptians, man, in the Red Sea, man. Now, I mean, this Lord, this is the same God who flooded the whole earth.
That's right.
Behind interracial marriage, man. How is he all love? How? Go ahead.
The largest mass murder ever been.
The Lord, let me tell you something. The Lord has never been all love. And I mean, and true love is not letting you slide. Know what I mean? Let you get away with your sins, man. True love is correcting your sins, man. And that's how you know the Lord loves his people, because he correct us, man. He correct us in every way. But he don't love the rest of these nations. Why? You see what he letting the white man do, and the rest of these nations do? Because guess what? Their time coming. Their time coming when he goes to cut them off, and our world going to begin, man.
That's right.
But he start with his house first. He start with his house first, man. Go ahead, Warren.
You said it's so heavy, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the leadership of the Christian church and all that, their personal homes ain't in order. So how you gonna come and try to lead the children of God when your house ain't order? Ain't there scriptures talking about that? You have to have your house in order before you can try to lead the children of Israel.
Right. You have to have your house in order. And the pastors, man, let me tell you something, man. They lead their house. They want mainly they woman leading the house, or they man leading the house. No, my bad, not woman. They man. They undercover man they sleeping with. Most of them homosexuals now. Know what I mean? Go ahead, Ward.
It's a lot of God. I wasn't gonna say it, but I got to say it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm from the country, so one of the sayings in the country is the apple don't fall far from the tree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you can't get an orange off of an apple tree. You know what I'm saying? So whatever that tree is, that's what that fruit gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So I said that to say this right here. Down there where I'm from, one of the preachers, you know what I'm saying, got a family. and one of his children went and married. They did a homosexual marriage.
Oh man, good
And
luck.
the word is that pastor officiated the service over his child being married to a homosexual.
And let me tell you something, man. The Christian church is the main reason homosexuality is running rampant, man.
Come on.
All these gay women you see walking around here, and all these homosexual men you see walking around here, man, they are victims of the Christian church. They are victims of being touched. And the Christian church is the main one that started it, man. Know what I mean, that evil black woman not saying nothing about her daughter getting touched. Know what I mean, getting raped. Tell her she lying. Know what I mean. So guess what she do? She built up a form of being a man, so she can protect herself now because her parents ain't protect her.
Right.
Cause they ain't believe that she got raped. It's so many stories you hear about that in Christian church, like R. Kelly. How many times he got touched, man? And he came out the damn Christian church. And what he did, he started performing the same stuff on other little children that got performed on him. Why? Because the Christian church they don't do nothing but create monsters, man. That's what they do. They create monsters, and we read about these monsters right now. These same monsters existed a long time ago, man. All right, read on.
Son of God. Verse 51. In this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yahushua should die for that nation.
All nations.
For that nation.
Say that nation.
Come on.
That nation. Not all nations, but that nation. That's a dagger to the Christian church when it says Christ died for all nations. Right here it says he should die for that nation. Read on.
Son of God. Verse 52. And not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one the children of Yahweh that were scattered abroad.
Man. The Israelites were scattered abroad, man. And that's who he bringing salvation to. Know what I mean? Because we're gonna have a nation. We're gonna have a nation when Christ come back. Our nation not gonna be destroyed, man. Our nation gonna be ruling, and we're gonna be on top, man. He gonna get us. He'll get us all together, make one nation, and we're gonna be ruling this earth just like how the white man ruling this earth. But he gonna be the slave, and we gonna be the slave master. That's what's going down, man. Read on.
God. Verse 53. Then from that day forth, they took counsel together for to put him to death.
That's so evil, man. That was the evil the bastards did, man. They took counsel to put our Savior, our King, the true leader of Israel, to death, man. And that's what they did. That's what they did, man. All right. Go ahead, Warrior.
I just need to get some clarity. When we go back to verse 52,
Mm-hmm.
and it says, and not for that nation only, comma, but that also he should gather in one the children of God. So when it says, and not for that nation only, I know that it's not me, that he's not paraphrasing. I mean, he's not separating it, saying that there's other people.
Okay. I'm gonna help you out there. I'll help you out right there. All right, let's go to Ezekiel chapter 37. Let me help you out right there. Because when the house of Israel got split, we became two nations. You know what I mean?
Well, so watch it, sir. So you're saying the northern and southern kingdom is what they're talking about there.
Calm. I mean, not calm. Yeah, calm, Warrior. Yeah, calm. They're talking about.
Okay, so watch it.
Go ahead.
So watch it, sir. I understand that now.
Go ahead, Warrior.
In Ezekiel, you're talking about 37 and 8.
Go to it.
Come. This book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, verse 8. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above.
No, not right there. Not right there, Warrior. I gotta go down. Where it says, yeah. Go to 20. Go to verse 22.
Come on. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, verse 22. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all.
And who's that king?
Yahushua.
I mean, the king, that's our king, that's our leader, man. But right now, our leader is Command General Yahanna. Know what I mean? Read on.
And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they.
There should be no more what?
Two nations. Neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all.
Because Christ going to bring them all in one. That's why. That king going to make these two nations one nation. All right, so you got it on Cassiad?
Water, sir. Yeah, I knew that it wasn't about other
Hold on.
I just want to make sure that he's talking about making those two sticks one stick.
That's right. What you say? That's right, Ward. What you say, Carwan?
That's what he was prophesying about.
That's what he's prophesying about. That's why them Old Testaments, man, I don't know, the Old Testament Israelites, I don't know how they can't understand the New Testament. The New Testament confirms the Old Testament. It confirms it. How can you not understand it? All right. So let's drop that. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 6.
That on one time. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 6.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt not seek their peace, nor their prosperity all thy days forever.
When he said, Lord said, all thy days forever. Know what I mean? He didn't say he gonna give them a chance where we could join each other and be peaceful. The Lord said, never seek their peace and their prosperity, man. When you vote, you are seeking their peace and their prosperity, straight up and down. When you vote, you seeking, you trying to see if they could bring you some prosperity and some peace, man. Because that's what they promising you. They're up there doing the debate, so I can promise this and I can promise that, man. And they lie to you every goddamn year. Every year they go up there and debate, do the presidential debate. They lie to you, man. They go in the office and do something goddamn different, man. Go ahead, Warren.
Like they're trying to vote for the best liar, like one officer said, I can't remember his name, like, we trying to vote for the lesser evil. Both of them are devils.
Man, let me tell you something.
Never change.
I don't like Donald Trump, but Donald Trump, at least he don't lie about his racism. Goddamn it. Know what I mean? I don't like a motherfucker who lie about their racism. That's the motherfucker I don't like. That's the motherfucker you better watch. Donald Trump, he's so dumb. He just tell you how he feel. Know what I mean? He just come out with his racism and slips out. Oh well, fuck it. It's like I just say it like that. I mean, say it like that. But that's how Donald Trump is. Know what I mean? I ain't mean to cuss like it for the language. But Donald Trump, he gonna tell you how he feel. Not me, but the rest of them, they gonna sit there and have those smooth words like butter. The words like butter that we read about earlier, but words in his heart. Know what I mean? He gonna find a way to manipulate the so-called blacks and Spanish named American Indian in America. He gonna find a way to torture us and keep us in slavery even more, man. He'll tell you whatever he wants to get in office, you know what I mean? He's still gonna get in office regardless. But he still, his plan still is to keep you in slavery. Let me say something. America will never help us, man. We gotta help ourselves. We are each other's responsibility, man.
That's right.
America, we are not the responsibility of America. We are each other's responsibility, man. We gotta take care of each other just like they take care of their nation, man. Reason why America will never take care of us, because white society gonna take care of white society. It's like the China man gonna take care of China, all the Chinese that have Chinatown, man. And that's what we gotta wake up to. That's what we gotta wake up to. We gotta take care of our own, man. Stop looking for another nation to save us, man. When the whole time all they doing is keep destroying us over and over again, more and more, each and every year, man. And now they really showing their racism now. Look what they doing to us now, man. Choking that brother out on the street, had a knee on his neck, know what I mean? And about 2 weeks ago, they took out another brother in Clayton County. I don't know if y'all heard about that.
Yeah, I seen it.
They had a riot, they had a little protest, I don't know if it was a riot or a protest in front of the county jail or the courthouse in Clayton County. But man, they took that brother out, man. That brother passed out like 3 times when they were choking him out, man. brother bleeding there, well, and they did it in front of all of us, man. And these officers still is on the police force, man. Go ahead, Warren.
Salaki, what you just said made me think about, you know what I'm saying, what we just read with the Pharisees and Sadducees. You want to, you know, take out Christ. You want to hit on Christ. That's the same thing they doing right now. You know, they got a bounty for us, basically. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor, the white man, when he killed us, you know what I'm saying? Let's take Dylan Root, for example. They gave that man a GoFundMe account. He raised almost $1 million. That boy, that damn Trayvon Martin, the guy that killed Trayvon Martin, same thing. They paid the oppressor after they killed us.
That's right. Somebody give me a Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. I ain't mistaken. Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Anybody got any questions before I go to this verse or the scripture? Got any questions? Go ahead.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them. And
Start right there. It said, whose possessors? Is the white man in possession? No, the white man is the possessor.
That's right.
You are the possession, man. You are the possession that's getting slayed. This is prophecy right here. Telling you what's going to go down in the latter time, man. Read.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Hey, what y'all just said, man. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. How would that pastor do his best to keep our people out of the Old Testament? That's done away with. Now read that no more. One pastor told me it's too much blood in that Old Testament. You don't want to read that. It's too much blood in there. Hey, man, them pastors evil and wicked, man. They evil and wicked, man. Read on.
And they that sell them say, blessed.
Start say what again?
And they that sell them.
And they that sell them. And they that sell them, man. We the one got sold, bro.
That's right.
Ain't no African got sold. Ain't no white man got sold. No China man got sold. We got sold.
Right.
You can't tell me this is my private interpretation, Christian. This ain't my private interpretation. This is what the Bible said. This is God's word, man. It said they that sell them, man. Who else got sold in this earth, man? You tell me who else got served. Me all got sold. Y'all tell me. Who else got sold, man? Nobody else but us, man. This Bible is all about us, man. Read on.
And they that sell them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not.
Woo. They own shepherds pity them not. What's another word for pastor?
Shepherd.
They own pastor pity them not. Why they don't pity them, man? Because they don't tell them the truth. Our pastors rock us to sleep. They rock us to sleep and keep us asleep. Keep us in the matrix, man. That's what they do. That's what they're hired to do. They are hirelings, man. You know what a hireling is?
So, Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
A hireling is someone that is hired to take care of the flock. They are not the shepherd. They're someone that is paid to go out there and tend to the sheep. They're not the actual owner of the yeah. They're not the owner of the sheep. They're paid.
But these hirelings are hired to scatter the sheep, man. To keep them scattered, make sure they don't never come together. And that's the pastor's job. Make sure we don't never come together, man. Somebody give me Zephaniah 2:1. Zephaniah 2:1. Go ahead.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Do what?
Gather together. Gather yourselves together.
Go ahead.
Yea, gather together. O nation not desired.
Oh, what?
O nation not desired.
We are that nation that's not desired. That's why we are getting killed in the street. That's why they put abortion and clinics in our neighborhood. They flood our streets with drugs. They put guns in the neighborhoods of Chicago so they can kill up each other. Know what I mean? We are that nation that's not desired. But the Lord said we need to gather together. Old nation not desired. We need to gather together. We need to stop being separate, man. Stop all this division. And we need to come to the I.S.U.P.K, man. That's the solution.
That's right.
All right. Let's go to, I'm running low on time. But let's go to Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. And somebody get me Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7.
Another one time.
Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
And do what?
Choose none of his ways.
Envy now thou not the oppressor, man. When you vote, you voting because you want a piece of your oppressor's heaven. That's the true story of it. You want a piece of his heaven, man. You want a crumb to fall from the table. Now I mean, you envy your oppressor, man. These Christians truly envy their oppressor. Man, let me tell you something. Back in the world, it could be a homeless brother walk in, a black brother walk in. They keep him in the back, but let a white man walk in. They seen Jesus. He got to come up front. No, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Go ahead, Warrior.
Salakia, sir. They call that white boy Dylan Roof. He came in the church.
That's damn you. That would have led to the roof of the church. They thought the roof of Jesus. The whole time that was Satan. Whole time that was Satan, man.
Salakia, y'all.
Go ahead, Warrior.
And what's so heavy about that right there? The black Christian church still letting white folks in the door.
Right.
I haven't even seen this white man come into church with the automatics and lay everybody.
Man, they still pray for Dylan Roof after he did that.
Called on and forgave him.
Just like they heard that. Remember that brother that was eating ice cream in his home, and that white lady shot him, and his brother hugged this devil. But let that would have been a black man shot his brother. He'd been trying to go over the chairs and trying to hurt that brother, man. Let that been a black man shot his brother and did that. I'm just using a scenario. He had been trying to get through the deputies to get that brother, trying to hurt him. But he hugged that white woman. He hugged that white woman, man. And I think he hugged her a little bit too inappropriate. Neither. I'm like, damn, what about your brother, man? I'm like, I swear he got a grip, though. Go ahead, man.
What you just said is so heavy because he did, you know what I'm saying? The way he hugged her,
Yeah,
the way he ran.
Yeah, he hugged her like this.
He didn't walk up and hug.
Right.
He ran up on her like, I've been missing you, babe. I'm glad to see you again. Knowing this bitch just knowing this bitch just killed your brother. Salaki. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Knowing she just killed your brother.
Yeah, man, it's sad, man. Oh, you got to say something more?
No.
Yeah, it's sad. Sad. They call it Stockholm Syndrome, man. Stockholm Syndrome. All right? And it says, choose none of his ways. When you vote, you choosing the way of America, man. Because that's not our culture. We don't vote. The Lord chooses our leader. Know what I mean? And the Lord, let me tell you something. The Lord, okay, how the plan is for us is so perfect. How the Lord choose who should lead Israel. Because whoever he choose, man, gonna do the job, man. Whoever he choose gonna do the right thing. Know what I mean? We shouldn't be voting for a leader. Know what I mean? We shouldn't do that. Because that's nowhere in the Bible. That's white people code. They put up people and vote for them and do crap like that. We don't do that. That's not our culture at all, man. Know what I mean? All right. Let's get Ecclesiastes 7, verse 7.
Come on.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Oppression. This stuff what we going through, man. All this hell we going through. All these race wars and, know what I mean? All the stuff America put us through. The slavery we went through, everything, man. You should be wise. And we're like, these people is my enemy. I need to separate. I don't need to integrate. I don't need to be a part of these people. A wise man will separate. But only, like Cassius said, only a crazy person that's stuck in his insanity will keep on joining somebody that's hurting them, man. Go.
That's just like, back in the 80s and stuff, early in the morning for the school bus used to run, you sit up and watch Looney Tunes all the time. And, that was one of their biggest slogans. If you can't beat them, join them,
Nah, man. You ask me. If you can't beat them, pray to your Lord and your Lord will beat them.
That's right.
Nah, I mean, the Most High will beat them, man. You ain't gotta join them.
That's right.
That's a coward, man. But that's what America teaches, man. And it's insanity, man. You crazy to keep on want to join some people that's oppressing you, man. You're a pain freak. These Christians are pain freaks, man. I mean, once you touch the stove, man, and realize it's hot, you should leave that stove alone. But these Christians don't care about it, man. They are pain freaks, man. They like that. They like that, man. But me personally, no, I can't keep doing that. I'm a wise man. They say a preacher should make a wise man mad, man. And a gift should destroy the heart. Them pastors that took the gift. Them hirelings, that's what I call them, that took the gift. And they're not wise, man, at all. And when they say destroy the heart, what is the heart? We all know the heart is the mind. That's the mind. They destroyed the mind, man. Look what they doing. They turned against their people, man, right, just for some crumbs, man. And anybody who go against their people for some crumbs, man, you destroyed the mind, man. You destroyed it. All right. Drop down to 13.
Come. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 13. Consider the work of Yahweh, for who can make that straight?
Hold on, let's read that slow. Let's read it bit by bit.
Come. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 13.
Go ahead.
Consider the work of Yahweh.
Consider the work of the Most High. This is what he did, man. This is his work. Go ahead.
For who can make that straight which he hath made crooked?
The Lord made our oppressor crooked. He made the white man the devil. The Bible speaks of. Right. Now, I mean, the Lord did that. How can you make him straight? How? I see a Christian, I'm like, how can you make this devil straight? Know what I mean? This is the same serpent that was in the garden a long time ago. You trying to make straight. This serpent can never be straight. He will always be the wicked on the earth. He will always be the people that the Lord, he will always be the people of the Lord's curse, man, forever, man. The Lord said he has a strong indignation for the white man. You know what indignation means? You know what indignation means? That's a strong passion, a strong hatred, man. And it's the reason why the Lord hate them, man. Because of what they did a long time ago in the garden, man. And still doing right now today to his people, man. You can't make him straight. You can't make him straight, Christian. Somebody give me Job chapter 14, verse 4. Now, we ain't going to go there, drop that. Let's go, I'm running a long time. It's 8:51. Let's get Habakkuk. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 4.
Come. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous.
Stop. Read from the top again. Salaki. I'll try to catch up with you.
Come. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore, the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth.
What do you mean by therefore the law is slack?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
Meaning that the people that's supposed to be following the law, they would have gave
No. Who law is slack? What slack mean?
loose.
Right. Ain't right. It ain't perfect. It's some mistakes. Something wrong with it. I mean, the law is slack. Who law is slack?
Salaki, I don't want.
Go ahead.
The white man.
Damn right. America.
Right.
Read on.
And the judgment doth never go forth.
And that's why judgment don't go forth. Because in their constitution, you 3/5 of a human being. Know what I mean? And they constitution, you not a man. So when you get killed, they don't look at you as a man, man. And judgment don't go forth. It don't go forth, man. And so police officers get away with killing our people, man. Because the law is slack. Read.
For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
Wrong judgment proceedeth. That white man, George Zimmerman, got off. And now he around here selling his gun online that he killed so-called Trayvon Martin with. I don't know if y'all seen that. I mean, that'd been a black man. They would have came back and brought that murder case back up like they did OJ, didn't it? Yeah, but they ain't bring that back up. They didn't sell that gun, man. They ain't take him back to the court for killing that young man, that young black innocent man, man. All right. Read on.
Verse 5. Behold, ye among the heathen, and regard, and wonder marvelously. For
No, it's like drop down to 13, Warrior.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 13. Thou art purer eyes than to behold evil.
No, sorry, read 12. 12, it's like 12.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 12. Art thou not from everlasting, O Yahweh, mine holy one? We shall not die. O Yahweh, thou hast ordained them for judgment, and, O mighty Yahweh, thou hast established them for correction.
Man, who we talking about right here? Go ahead.
He let Esau do what he do because he's the chastening rod. He's our correcting agent while we've done all that wrong in the past.
All the nations, he used every other nation to correct us. Know what I mean? Cause he used the same people we following to correct us. Know what I mean? But what's the precept of this?
Romans 3.
What's Romans 3?
Nah.
You almost there, but it's not 3. It's another chapter.
Oh, it's Romans 9?
That's right. Romans 9 what?
13.
Nah, it's a little further down.
Yeah, Romans 9 to 17. And that's gonna be my last verse for the day.
Book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Man, let me tell you something, man. That's what the Lord doing with the white man. He let him raise himself up. It become a superpower on this earth. But he think nobody can bring him down. But the Lord gonna bring him down and show him who's God, man. Show him who's God. Show him who really runs this earth, man. All right. Anybody got any questions for in the class? All right. Go ahead, Warrior.
Excellent breakdown class today, sir.
All right. The water, Warrior. All right. Do anybody got any other questions? All right. I'm gonna do the announcements. All right. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are be saluted only. They are here to shake themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find it in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and also in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, my Ishra, 10th of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department. The next upcoming Holy Convocation is tomorrow. The Feast of Tabernacles, man. Feast of Tabernacles, sundown, man. And it's a feast by the space of 8 days. So it ends on the 9th. Ends on the 9th. So we're gonna have the opening tomorrow, and we're gonna have the close on the 9th. But in between, we're gonna bring food in between, man, to keep the feast going. All right. And if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start to wear all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, imagine, which means stand. Men of Israel, we're gonna give one courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat, imagine Barak, Yahanna, and what we just said, may the Most High bless you in the name of Christ. Y'all some time, your hands down. Saul, when we turn, we're going to salute the sister. Sister's going to stand in a 45-degree angle with your right hand over your left, shame face. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters, Slakia. And when I say Barak, you put your right hand over your chest. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters, Imagine Shabbat, Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shema Alathan Ba'Hashem Yahushua. And what we just said to the sisters, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Y'all some time with your hands down. Class is dismissed.
You need some more, I don't want
Everybody stand on line.